This is Mr. X. You may never have seen his face before, but you are surely familiar with his work. Puzzled? So will the panel be on What's My Line? And now let's meet this week's panel, Soupy Sales, Donna Mallory, Jerry Orbach, Arlene Francis, and the host of What's My Line, Larry Blyden.
Hello, all bodies. Jerry, when is, your show is called what, Chicago?
Chicago.
And you're in that with...
Gwen Verdon and Cheetah Rivera, and it's directed by Bob Fosse.
Terrific.
What a
How
show.
could that be bad?
I don't know.
What's it going to be about?
I don't know if you remember the movie called Roxy Hart.
Yeah?
It's about a young lady who shoots her lover. And,
Son of a gun.
Gets
And
a lot
guess
of
who
publicity
gets
out of it. No, not me. I'm the lawyer.
Okay, well, listen, we have somebody here who you'll be interested to meet. Would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Mr. X. Panel, although you may never have met Mr. X, you are probably familiar with his name. Therefore, we are not going to give it to you or tell you where he's from. We will, however, show our audience who Mr. X is and what his line is. And we'll begin the questioning with Arlene Francis.
Thank you. Mr. X, is your name associated in a brand way with the product that you represent?
No. 1 down, 9 to go, Soupy.
When you became famous, Mr. X, so that we don't know your name, was it in the any branch of the armed forces?
No. 2 down, 8 to go, Donna.
Would we know your name because your voice represents a certain something?
No. 3 down, 7 to go, Jerry.
Did we establish that you dealt in some kind of a product?
No.
Do you? Are you? Would your name be related to a product of some kind as opposed to a service?
No. 4 down and 6 to go, Arlene.
Are you associated with a non-profit organization?
No. 5 down and 5 to go, Soupy.
Did you accomplish some feat by... I got a couple of feet I'd like to... they're very accomplished. Did you do like something to do in the air?
Yes.
Aha! When you did this in the air, was it in a balloon?
No. 6 down and 4 to go,
A
Donna.
balloon?
Yeah, the one the kids get for nickel. He went up.
Mr. X, was it on an aeroplane?
On an airplane.
In an aeroplane?
Well, all right. Yes.
Yes.
I'm Italian, I get confused. In an aeroplane.
Yes.
Were you driving? Whatever it's called?
Yes, he was driving the airplane.
Were you doing special tricks while
Flying. it's called.
flying the aeroplane?
Yes.
Did I win already?
Not yet.
Doing special tricks on an aeroplane. The most famous trick aeroplane driver in the world.
Close, but no cigar. 7 down, 3 to go, Jerry.
Special tricks in an airplane.
Yeah. There's a name for it, and there's a place where you do it.
It's stunt flying, and you do it at air shows.
Do it at air shows.
Yes. Are you associated
8 down
with...
and 2 to go, Arlene.
Why am I talented?
Stunt. It is stunt flying. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you make a...
What you're after now is where he does it.
Yeah. Where does he do it? Where is that? Do you do it in other places than motion pictures?
No.
Occasionally, but...
Occasionally, 9 down and 1 to go.
I don't. But you so when you speak about movie stunt flying and everything, there's one guy comes to mind, Paul Mance.
No, that's not who comes to mind. Frank Tallman comes to mind. And that's Frank Tallman, and he is a movie stunt flyer.
Sir, In all fairness, my company name is Tall Mance. It's the Paul Mance was my partner, so your partner, right?
Well, that's about as close as you can
That's about
get.
as close as he could get.
Frank Tallman has crashed more planes than most pilots have flown, and he's also a collector of antique planes, and he's written this book, Flying the Old Planes, and it's published by Doubleday. I'm just going to try to wiggle around here, Lloyd, and open it so you can see some of these color plates in there. Are you getting a shot? Can you get a shot of that?
That's a Lockheed Vega.
How many planes have you actually flown?
I guess upwards of 500 different types of early and late aircraft.
Look at that plate.
That's a Jenny, similar to the one that we used on the picture, the Great Waldo Pepper.
What pictures have you flown in, actually?
Pictures that possibly have seen on TV, Mad Mad World, Thoroughly Modern Millie, Murphy's War, which was on some weeks ago.
How many planes have you flown? 500 or more?
Upwards of 500.
Now, do you have to qualify in each one of those planes before you can take it up?
Well, of course, sometimes they're single-seaters, so you go and qualify.
What's the chief difference, aside from mechanization and that sort of thing, between the early planes and the ones you fly now?
Well, they're a good deal more primitive. They don't fly as well. You have a lot of problems with them. The people that learned to fly in the days before World War I didn't have the benefit of the experience that we have today, so they were a lot better. Very difficult to fly some of the early
What was the
aircraft.
most exciting thing you ever did in an airplane in a movie? Or anywhere else, for that matter?
Well, each picture brings along excitement in motion picture flying, and I think the last picture that we finished doing, the
That was the Great Waldo Pepper.
Great Waldo Pepper with Robert Redford, which will be released probably sometime in January or February, had some interesting facts in it simply because they were so. This is the most dangerous, the most exciting work that any motion picture stars have ever been involved in, because in this
stars themselves
stars
flew?
themselves flew in the picture throughout the entire picture, which is well, when you see Robert Redford on the wing, that's Robert Redford on the wing of the airplane in flight, not in front of a process screen as we're so often used to.
He got out there on the wing?
Yes, he did.
He deserves every penny he was paid for making that movie.
So it was directed by George Roy Hill, director, the Oscar-winning director of The Sting. It was a very fine picture, a very unusual picture.
Frank has brought with him a flying sequence from the Universal George Roy Hill film, The Great Waldo Pepper. And Lloyd, would you roll the film, please? And when it's rolling, would you tell us what we're looking at here, so we have a pretty good idea of what we're seeing?
This is a sequence where Robert Redford's friend is killed because of the carelessness of the crowd. Robert Redford loses his temper and chases the crowd, in the process of which he has an engine failure.
That plane?
He's actually in the airplane when you saw that move out there. That was Redford.
Now, what's this? Is this you or Redford?
This is myself flying the sequence.
Now, what is he trying to do?
He's chasing the crowd. He's
for causing the death of his friend?
For causing the improper death of his friend.
Is that his friend there?
Well, that's the burning aircraft where the man died in. It's dangerous in the sense that we had to get very close to the crowd, as you can see.
That must have been pretty dangerous to be an extra in that crowd.
That's Robert Redford actually in the back of the airplane in flight.
Now, that's you.
This is I.
Oh, boy, that's close.
Holy cow. But, I mean, you must have had to have extraordinary control not to hurt anybody.
To be very careful, because somebody's always falling down.
Is that Redford?
That's Redford. Now he's lost the engine. The engine is out. It's going into the carnival.
Ooh.
That's you doing that.
That's actually me.
Were you in it when it crashed?
Holy cow. That's sensational film. And it's really a picture to see. I think, congratulations. You got the guts of a burger. Come back and play with us sometime. There he goes, Frank Tallman. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message.
Grape Nuts O's even surprised the folks here at Post.
Oh!
It tastes that's light and toasty with a touch of brown sugar. From Grape Nuts?
Oh!
We had the same reaction. Grape Nuts O's cereal, a whole new spin on Grape Nuts.
You work hard for the money.
Stop by Jackson Hewitt for a super fast refund. Our average tax refund is over $200 more than H&R Block's.
And we're gonna work hard for you.
Call Jackson Hewitt now. 1-800-234-1040.
Every day, people ask me how to lose weight. There's really no secret. You gotta eat right and eat less. That's why I recommend Dexatrim. Just one Dexatrim curbs your appetite all day, so you eat less and lose weight. I lost 8 pounds. Dexatrim, proven to help you lose weight.
What's it take to be a Hollywood player?
Stephen, Booby, it's 15 mil or no deal.
Hey, kid, you call that a smoothie? My dog eats better than that. Hey, I gotta call you back. It's time.
What's it take to be a Hollywood player? Simple. Just play the game. Hollywood Showdown, weeknights 8 Eastern on Game Show Network.
Hey, watch the cuticles. Kid, you got an agent?
We're back, and it's time now for our next challenger to enter and sign in, please. L.M. Montesinos. Where are you from?
Yonkers, New York, right
Yonkers, New York, right now. Luz Marina Montesinos performs a service panel and will show the audience what her line is. And let's begin the questioning with Jerry Orbach.
Is this service a physical kind of activity? Would you perform it physically?
Well, there's a physical aspect to it.
There's a physical aspect to it. But it's not like massage or manipulation or anything.
Yes, that's right, it is not.
Okay. I'm going to take a wild stab. Does it have anything at all to do with what we call the occult or the paranormal?
No.
Okay. 1 down, 9 to go, Arlene.
Do you perform this service for both sexes?
Yes.
And you do move around to some extent when you are performing this service?
Yes, I do.
Are you in something or on something other than your own feet?
No.
2 down, 8 to go, Soupy.
Do you work for a profit-making organization?
No.
3 down, 7 to go, Donna.
No. Is it a... Jerry said occult, but are you in a religious organization?
No, I'm not.
4 down, 6 to go, Jerry.
Do you work for the government?
The government?
Well, is
You
it
mean
a
United States government
Is it a government branch of some kind that you work for?
Not really.
No.
5 down and 5 to go, Arlene.
Not a government branch. Is there anything to do with, does your job have anything to do with detecting anything?
No.
No. 6 down and 4 to go, Soupy.
Well, when I asked if she worked for a non-profit organization,
Yes?
what'd she say?
No.
She doesn't work.
Profit?
No,
you
she
said
works for a
profit.
non-profit organization.
You said profit.
You said you work for a
non-profit
profit-making
No, I
organization.
said you
No,
work
I
for a
said-
non-profit
I
organization.
said nonprofit and you said no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you, Arlene. Yes, she does work for a non-profit-making organization. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So that's what. Then she does work for some form of government. Then.
Well, we established that she did not work for...
Okay, but it's a non-profit organization.
Right.
So it's not the church, and it's not.
I'm
a
sorry.
form-
I misunderstood.
Okay.
It's not a church, and it's not a form of government. Is it for any educational outlet of some kind?
Not strictly speaking, Soupy.
Right.
7 down and 3 to go, Donna.
Is it one of these organizations that you, like, go to Africa and help
No.
the villages and things like that?
Peace Corps.
Well, not with what I'm doing.
Like a Peace Corps type organization?
A Peace Corps type organization. There's an element of that connected with it, but she's not involved with that. 8 down and 2 to go, Jerry.
You go to Yonkers and help people there.
In the same way there's an educational aspect to it, but she's not really involved in education.
Yes. Do you, is this service performed at all for children?
Yes, for children also.
Oh, also. My goodness. It's not an educational service.
There is an educational aspect to this
to it.
organization, but she is not involved with the educational aspect of the organization.
Well,
That's
to a certain
fantastic.
point.
Yeah.
To a certain point, I am.
Although there is an educational aspect to her job, but it isn't strictly speaking educational.
Right.
This has been quite an education.
Yet you could say, in a sense, that once you've availed yourself of her services, you are better educated than you were before.
Could
I
I
should
say
hope so.
something? You're getting on my nerves.
Okay, do you sell encyclopedias? No. I'm going to pass to Arlene. I have no
Why?
Because I'm just finished.
You have a lot of helpful information now.
Can
really.
we rule out Red Cross and Girl Scouts?
Yes.
Do you wear any kind of a uniform?
Yes, I do.
Is it a uniform of the armed services?
No.
No, I
Could
doubt
we
it.
have a few seconds conference?
I wish you would.
Would you think she might be a nurse or something like that?
I don't think she's a nurse because the audience laughed, and when the audience laughs, you're up the wrong street.
Did the audience laugh? Who's working up there? Oh, listen. Well, wait a minute. I gotta get a few
Well, there's
minutes
the 10
off. Could I
seconds
take
all
a
gone.
Would it be something like here? You think? Like
Okay, the 10 seconds is all up.
Oh,
Super,
wait a minute.
you're on.
Maybe it's some uniform like a bathing suit.
Okay, that's about 20 seconds. I'm going to throw it over.
Is she with
And
the
anybody wants to
Salvation
guess-
Army?
Salvation Army, no. Anybody else want to guess?
Lifeguard?
No, why don't you try guide at the
At the
United
United
Nations?
Nations.
Guide at the United Nations. You're fooling.
I'm glad.
What is your home? You said you were Yonkers now. Where are you from originally?
Quito, Ecuador. Ecuador,
In
South
Ecuador.
America. Yeah.
So you are bilingual then?
Yes.
Or at least bilingual?
Yes, I am.
Now, do you conduct your guided tours in both languages, Spanish and
In
English?
Spanish and in English, yes.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
Just since March.
Is that interesting?
Yes, it is, because we're working with people constantly.
Do all the guides have to be bilingual?
Not necessarily, but in my class they all are. And many
You
more
say
languages.
your class, you mean...
The
What is-
section, the junior guides, the senior guides are also bilingual.
They are.
But there have been exceptions.
How does somebody get to be a guide? There must be somebody out there who wants to know how to be a guide at the UN. What do you do?
Well, you go to the UN and you apply, go to the personnel. They want you to be a college graduate.
Mhm.
And then they give you about 3 interviews.
In what languages are the tours given?
Oh, about 20 languages. The languages that the guides speak, Korean, whatever.
That's really marvelous. Listen, congratulations.
Okay,
That sounds like an
very nice
interesting
to meet
job.
you. Take care.
Thank you for coming.
Come back in like a half hour. All right, Dad.
So what do you think about blue chips?
What's not to like?
Phil, you're late.
Bobby, not today. It's not a
Phil.
day, you big lug. Come sit down. Can I get you some peach tea?
My husband is jealous of my portfolio.
Not a good day for Phil.
Phil, your hands are a mess.
My stockbroker just called me with news. I'm sick about it. I mean, what do I tell my wife? She says to me, Phil, what's happening with our portfolio? Phil's getting wacky out there. I don't know what to think.
Have you heard of Ameritrade? Oh, yeah. Online trading.
$8 a trade, Phil.
One price, no gimmicks. So easy.
Ameritrade, huh?
Do for yourself. Girls, I got an email alert.
What's going on?
What is it, 3-for-1?
A 3-for-1 split or something?
So everybody here trades.
You mean they contact you by the computer and let you know?
That's right.
Get busy, Phil. Hey, Bobby. Yeah. I think I feel like that peach juice.
Open your cash account by February 29th with $500 and get a 50% rebate on your first month's commissions up to 20 equity trades. Visit Ameritrade.com. Ameritrade. Believe in yourself.
Want to win $100,000 or thousands of other prizes?
Yeah!
Play Campbell's Soup Prize Instant Win Game. Just look under the lids of these specially marked Campbell's soup cans.
Want to win big?
Surprise, we have a soup for that.
They tried our refreshing blue flavor. They tried our minty green flavor. Then we told them both we're Listerine. Cool Mint and Fresh Burst Listerine. All of Listerine's germ-killing power with great taste.
Mama? Honey, can you get me the baby's juice?
Yes, Mama. I'm sorry you're sick.
So am I, honey.
Mama has a headache again.
It's not an ordinary headache. It's a migraine. And Zomig is migraine medicine you can take anytime during the pain. Anytime. Like when the pain begins. Anytime. Like when the pain worsens. Anytime. Even when it's full-blown. Zomig relieves most types of migraines. Talk with your doctor and call 1-800-540-0165 for product information and a free trial offer, plus an attack pack dispenser. Zomig is not for everyone. If you have certain types of heart disease or uncontrolled blood pressure, you should not take Zomig. Very rarely, some people without recognized heart disease may have serious heart-related problems. So talk to your doctor if you have risk factors for heart disease, such as smoking, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol, or if you are pregnant, nursing, or taking medications. Zomig. Take it over migraine pain anytime.
For people with type 2 diabetes, news about a proven treatment option, is only a phone call away.
Okay. How's it going to help me?
Call today. We'll send your free diabetes management kit with information about a proven treatment option for diabetes. It's information that could help you lower your blood sugar, which could help prevent or delay complications like blindness. Call now and we'll send you free information about this proven option.
Okay, I'm calling.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb, a leader in diabetes care.
Swiss chard refers to A, a weapon, B, a fondue, C, none of the above.
Inquisition, tonight at 7 and 11 Eastern.
Okay, we're back, and it's time now for the special feature of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. Are your blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes, certainly.
Then would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, we'll go one question at a time. Fate's law prevails. You have about 2 minutes. And let's begin with Soupy Sales.
Thank you. Mystery guest, you got a lot of applause and a lot of hee-haws. Would we know you best from your work on television?
Hee-haw? Hee-haw. Depois dos ladrões do das...
That means yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, mystery guest, I want... Do you have...
Signora di Italia.
Si, signore. The audience sort of giggled and everything, and I wondered whether you had some kind of animal with you.
Una ragazzina d'Italia, che patate.
That means no.
No.
Jerry?
Non è?
In your work on television, has it been primarily on, like, comedy variety type shows?
No.
No. Arlene?
Oh, no. You're just funny here. Well, are you seen regularly on television?
It's very difficult to say. Sometimes I'm regular, sometimes I'm not so regular.
You got a problem.
Soupy?
Well, are you also in the nightclub end of show business?
What part of the nightclub you talk about, sir? He's a very funny man. What's his name? Oh, I'm so nervous. Wait. What's my...
Donna?
Was that a yes?
I don't know.
That was a no.
Was that a yes or a no?
That was a
I
no.
don't know. It's not important. Go ahead. Donna, I can speak to the nice lady. She's very nice. She's not really Italian, I don't think.
Sir, do we also know you because you've made movies?
I hope not.
Jerry?
Have you been, in the last few years, on a series of any kind, regularly?
Well, in a very, very indirect way, you might say, yes.
Arlene?
An indirect series.
An indirect series.
You help me out, Mr. Professor Blyden. I don't understand this.
Are you,
I tell you,
have
our
you been on
time
game
is up.
shows?
Yes,
Yes,
you're
that's
right.
As a matter of fact, this is our announcer, CHET GOULD.
How is that fair?
And we just figured if anybody could stump the old Chet could, and sure enough he did.
He did.
Chet, You're now appearing on camera more, though, with those commercials, huh?
Yes, ever since I had the operation.
What is the hardest thing about your job?
About, well, what aspect of my job?
Well, being the having to do the warm-up and doing the announcements and having to keep everybody happy during the program.
Well, I really don't pretend to be able to keep everybody happy. I really leave it up to you, Lar, and Arl, and Jer, and Don, and Soup, you see, and you do a marvelous job at it, you know. I merely
I'd give
try
almost anything if I hadn't asked.
Yeah, I really don't know what I'm talking about. I hope you realize
Well, listen, it's lovely to have you with us, and now get back in the cage. You got some words to say over there.
You're right.
We'll be back with more of What's My Line as soon as Chet gets over to the microphone.
Don't worry, Grandma. I'll pay you back.
I don't mind waiting for some people to pay me back, but I never liked waiting for Medicare to do it. And now I don't have to, because I get my diabetic testing supplies from Liberty Medical. I don't pay a cent when I order, and Liberty files all the Medicare forms. Then they deliver my supplies right to me.
If you have diabetes, are 65 or over and on Medicare, call Liberty Medical, the country's largest Medicare mail-order diabetic testing supply company. Liberty delivers free right to your door, and they bill Medicare. No running out and waiting in line, no Medicare or insurance forms to fill out, no upfront costs. Liberty has everything you need to test as often as you should, and that can help prevent serious complications. So call Liberty today.
Liberty Medical makes my life easier, and who wouldn't want that?
For more information on free home delivery, call Liberty Medical at 1-800-294-6221.
What business is that leading specialty coffee chain really in?
Oh, the large black. How's this?
But what if all you want is great tasting coffee? Try Millstone. Its taste is preferred nearly 2-to-1. Millstone. Better tasting coffee is our specialty.
What's for lunch? Chicken and star soup? Grow up. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso chicken noodle. All white meat chicken and bigger vegetables. See the difference? This is better. Now, if you could just eat without the bib.
It's time to go to the better taste of Progresso. Something new is here. A whole new way to take care of heartburn. Introducing Pepsid AC Gel Caps. Just one gel cap controls as much acid as a whole roll of Tums. An idea that's very easy to swallow. New Pepsid AC Gel Caps.
Let's face it, occasional loss of bladder control is no picnic. But now you can be dry and get on with your life with Poise pads. You see, Poise pads have a special absorbent material inside called Dry Touch that holds more than 10 times its weight in fluid, locks it into a gel, and turns it into a dry fluff. So you stay drier. Poise pads. Drier. Need I say more?
Today, millions of people are living fuller lives, free to go and do whatever they please, whenever they please, all because of the extra protection they get from Depend. Leading store brands are 50% more likely to leak than Depend. So get Depend and get all the confidence you need to live life to the fullest.
Get all you want out of life with Depend.
Stick around. Survey says great game show. Family Feud up next. Then get fed to the card sharks and buy a vowel from Pat and Vanna on Wheel of Fortune.
Well, that's about size of it. That's about size of it. We had fun today. Hope you had fun. Chet, you were dynamite. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you. Have fun.
John thinks he's a monster truck. His girlfriend says he's a subcompact. His ex thinks he's a wreck. Susan says she's a blonde. Her best friend believes her. Her boyfriend knows better. Bill claims he's full of life. His girlfriend thinks he's full of passion. His ex says he's full of something else. All new Three's a Crowd. Find out who knows you best tonight at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. It's time to register to play our interactive game shows. Call 1-800-537-GAME. It's fast, it's fun, and it's free. You only have to register once to play forever on Game Show Network.